1 Peter 2:25. Ete gar hus probata planomenoi al epistraphete nun epi ton poimena kai epi skopon ton psukon humon. Psukon humon. All right, the translation of verse 25 is, let me get my pen going here. Okay. For you were, I'm going to break that down for you here in just a minute. For you were like sheep. Now he's explaining why Christ has died for us and is healing our wounds. We were like sheep wandering, or wandering sheep, if you want to put it that way. But now you have returned to the shepherd and the episcopon, the overseer of your souls. Okay, let's take a look at how these are formed. Now I've looked up AME, and it's really interesting. So I thought you would be interested to learn how we get this form from AME. I know you've memorized it, and you can translate it, but here's how we get it. First of all, you have an epsilon augment that lengthens to eta. Then the AME stem is epsilon sigma. Isn't that interesting? So now you have eta, epsilon sigma, but the epsilon drops out, this epsilon has been lengthened, the sigma drops out, and now you're left with eta, tau, eta. And some have wondered, why does that sigma drop out? And Brooks thinks it was just simply conformed to the first person plural, where you have amen instead of aceman. Okay, because aceman, it's kind of hard to say, right? So amen. So they just shortened it. But anyway, that's how you get ate. I knew you always wondered that. Planao, another contract verb. You all are so good at this now. You just seeing that, and I think honestly you really are beginning to get that. So you have this present passive participle nominative masculine singular, plan, plus you take that off. Your alpha and your omega contract to what you have there, omega, then you add your endings, and there you have it. Where is our, okay, planao, Page 25, I've lost it. Oh, there we are. Okay, right here, right in front of me. Okay, I've been doing this all day, so I'm getting a little punchy here, making these videos. All right, our last one, and we're going to roll into chapter 3 next lesson. You have an aorist, passive indicative, second plural. So you have your epi, and the iota assimilates, and then you bring in your augment. And interestingly, anytime you have this preposition, you have an augment moving in, there's only 2 prepositions that don't assimilate that final vowel, pro and peri, I believe. And okay, so you add the augment, and then you add your stem, strafe, and now what you're going to add there, you normally would, because it's a passive, right? You'd add a theta eta, but the theta drops, okay, and this stem then changes spelling, so that makes it a second aorist, and then you add your tau epsilon on your endings, and that's how you get this. And one other item. This vowel right here, this epsilon changes to alpha. I knew you caught me there. I had to make sure that was right. So that's what happens. That turns into a second aorist. Okay?